Good afternoon guys, it's 4:31 p.m. Today is Wednesday and we were looking for a down move today, right? So in this code I said we are looking for a down move today. So we are going to stay neutral today, sorry, not down move, okay? I said we are going to look for a trending move today, okay? So we are going to stay neutral today as well. We will focus near Globex high, Globex low area to find trading opportunity in NQ and ES around Globex low or preferred sellers area, okay? Below backup buyers area in ES or preferred buyers in NQ, more sellers will be active. Exception is NQ's backup buyers area, which is needed to be taken out by sellers as it is a good support. So NQ's dream number are also important today, okay? So below backup buyers area in ES and preferred buyers area in NQ, more sellers will be active. That's the story, okay? And Globex high, Globex low. So below backup buyers area in ES, this, right? And then below preferred buyers area in NQ, this, right? Below sellers, more sellers will be active, correct? So now you can see right here, see, we were watching it here right of the open. We were watching these things, you know, and and then we had this break. So I was talking about this importance of these levels and all this thing, and then we had this break, right? And then it pulled back. So I was looking for a pullback here, you know. I was praying that please don't go down, please don't go down, give me a pullback, you know, so then we can get in. Otherwise, if it goes straight down, it is a problem because NQ may run into this area without pullback and it will bounce, and then it may screw up the day, you know. So luckily NQ, before going down here, it pulled back, right? So at here at 10:18 a.m. or 10:20 a.m. I said do or die, which is this area in ES, this area in NQ, right? So let me show you. Okay, so I couldn't find that, but I'm sure, but you can ask Discord folks, but Discord folks knows it. Right here I said do or die, okay? So I didn't type it probably, but so 10:16 or 10:18 a.m. that's where I said that, okay? Now also, but before that, see here, overnight or tomorrow we are looking for some big move. That was the statement here back yesterday around 3:30 p.m. at the closing time I said that. So we know there is a big move coming, and 10 a.m. PMI was maybe a driver. Then I also gave a level for 500 heavily rotated area in the last 3 days, 530 and 540. So high potential candidate to generate a move from, right? So big move may come from this level, right? 500, 490 here, 500, which is this. So $490, 500 area, basically this, right? Big move may come, and you can see. So this move, right, seal the deal for sellers, okay? Now we couldn't capture this move in a sim account. Yes, we captured this, but not in a live account, this first move. Why? Because I said sim you can short right here, and I could have said live also, but why did I not say live, right? So because of this, see this AD here at the bottom in this chart, look at AD. When it opened around -300 while price was gap down open, right? So this AD is supposed to be -1000 or so, roughly around that area, but instead it was -300. So I said it's even though it's a negative AD, it's a bullish disconnect to me, you know, so that I cannot short against. But then price was going down, so I said price may overtook the internals, and if that is the case, then this AD will reverse, you know, that is what I said. So when price came down here, right, at that 44.82 first time, see that, you see a bounce, right? So we were watching this bounce because it was because of the AD that bounce came. So I said that if, you know, now NQ also bounced at that time. Okay, so at that point I said, you know, I don't want to go long, I don't want to go short either. But price action was so strong down here first time. So I said, if price wants to go down further, then ED has to come in sync, basically internals. And if that is the case, then both are in sync, we are ready for shorts. If price goes higher, then most likely it will fill the gap, and by the time if AD is high, we can look for longs. Okay, so here it's like kind of a double top, right? I usually don't care about double top, but anyway, price went up here, right? AD was still higher, then it ping pong, and then we had a flush down below 82. That is what I was looking for. Then now price closed here, you know, this was a good start. At that time around 10:05, if you look at AD was right here, see, so it almost reversed. Now both are in sync. We had a morning balance breakdown with a strong thrust, and AD reversed. We have an NQ breakdown also, perfect thing. But now it's too late, I cannot short here while NQ was close to this area, blue lines. So I was praying for a pullback, that please pullback. Then it pulled back here. Initially I was looking for 86 pullback or 84, right? But then price spent time here, so I said 82 is fine too, you know. So when price touched here, I said at 10:16, this is a do or die. NQ was around 423 or 425, right here, you know. So I took a short at 427 or 8 here. ES I did not touch it. ES I should have done ES instead of NQ, you know, because ES is more like respectable in terms of levels, while NQ is like little bit go off the rail, you know. So but anyway, I shorted NQ, I took a profit here, and I was done, you know. Then I was not interested in shorting because of these things, you know, nearby, right? So even though if you are holding it, I said, oh yes, you can hold it, 70 you can scale it, or trail stop after 70 if you want to hold it, you know. But NQ you can't because of this important level, you know. See, backup buyers area I talked about in pre-market notes, that assuming sellers take out backup buyers area also, then NQ sellers are super strong. But here you can see it couldn't take out actually, you know, it just poked it and then it bounced back up. Here also it touched it, bounced, see that? So NQ still has a bias in this area, you know. So that's why I didn't want to mess around and hold longer, right? I didn't want to go long either, okay. But here at this circle at around 11 to 13, I said hands off, you know, like no more shorts. So which is see here 11:13. Now hands off for AM shorts at 350 NQ and wait for noon. End goal is this. This is the end goal, right? But at that time it's a hands off, okay. And then which is this 11:13 AM. See that hands off, right? Right after 11:13. That's where I typed it, right? You can see it here also. Timing is the key. Look, $11.13, which is right around here, right around at this bar. See, and that became the low at that time. And then you see this bounce, right? Significant bounce. Look at it from here, 50-point bounce, right? Significant. Yes, same thing. 11:13, so you can say bounce, right? Now after that, right, here's the hands off. But when you see this bounce, right, if you're trading, you can release your hand after this, you know. After this bounce, when you see this, you can release your hand if you want to, you know. But I was done trading anyway because of this area. I didn't want to mess around, you know. But if you're watching it, once you see this bounce, right, then you can take a hands off after when you see price is balancing, you know, and it's not going anywhere, it hesitating here, right? Basically it's a middle of this balance. You draw balance here, draw a line in the middle, this is the middle. So when you see this balance, two things can happen. Either this lines will override these sellers and price will reverse, or it will balance it and then break down, then it has to hold the breakdown, and then it will again go lower to this line. So you can see this balance broke down, middle held, straight down here, see, and you take profit here, call it a day off, that's it. And after that you can see difficult to hold, see, again this line held it. So levels are the key, you need to know. Blue lines are so powerful, so you should not go against the blue line. Whenever you see a blue line, you better take a profit, or let's say this was a down day, right? So you don't go long, but at least you take a profit, If you want to go long, look for longs around this area after some pause, So, and that be all for today. This was the only trade, opportunity wise. See, I can make a case here, all this thing, but then you need to be like very strong reader during intraday. Then you can make a case here, everywhere. So that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. And by the way, yesterday's end of day video, if you go back and watch it, in the last 5 minutes of the video, I said this area and this area are very important tomorrow, which is today. Watch it, and you can see this area, you watched it, it became the Globex low, and morning balance happened in this area, then we had a breakdown. See, that was the key. That be all for today.